Hello, guys. Welcome to episode, I think it's 3, I don't know, of season 2. If you're new here, my name is Lally and I am your host. If you are not new here, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed this last episode, but if you stayed till the end of this last episode, I said that I was going to bring somebody for this episode. So I'm going to let them kind of introduce themselves.
Hey guys, my name is Perla. Some of you guys may know me as Perla. My original name, my biological name is Patricia. And yeah, I am one of Lally's friends. Probably her only friend. No, I'm just. But yeah.
You have to tell them what you do.
What do I do?
She's
right now. I'm a student. I sell boots. I can be your next boot plug. So hey, hit my line.
Especially rodeo season is coming up. So
Yeah. We got great deals too. So
this is not sponsored.
Yeah,
hey, sponsor me, Loki.
Hey, for real. I work out. I like to work out, and I like to cook, eat. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Have a boyfriend. Hee hee.
Now her saying her whole bio.
But yeah, my birthday's on the Super Bowl, by the way. It probably passed, but
you have to tell them that
Oh yeah, that was her gift to me.
I know. It's kind of to the whole world, but just want to say it on the podcast. That's for her. But if you guys don't know, like she mentioned, we've been friends for a long time, actually.
A long time.
I think it was like 5th grade.
When you were rude to me, actually.
No, that was 7th grade, girl.
Oh, yeah.
I was rude to you 7th grade. No, but we've been friends for a while. We met. I actually don't even remember how we started talking.
We met in band. Oh, we started talking because
No, we met, but we started. We knew of each other in. I don't want to say
because of
school,
courtyards.
No, but like did you DM me? Ooh.
Were you in choir?
No, I was. Oh yeah, I was in choir.
Oh, maybe that. I think. Maybe that could have been.
Do you remember what period you had choir? No, okay. I just always have this not remember. What am I trying to say? I always remember that we met in 5th grade, or like I don't maybe like through Facebook or something.
You were in the smart courtyard classroom people.
It's funny how Melanie thought I was in ESL, and then now you're thinking I'm in the smart.
Girl, I was in ESL.
Oh no, I do.
Maybe.
I was in.
I don't think
GT or something. Yeah, like that.
You
were too, no?
You were born gifted and talented.
No. Okay. Anyways, I can't remember, but I just remember specifically that we started. I want to say it was like Facebook. Maybe we just befriended each other, so I knew of you in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Then fast forward to 7th grade is when we had band together.
Mm-hmm. But we didn't talk.
No,
I think we knew of each other.
Yeah,
we were like, hey,
Yeah,
but we weren't like
friendly to each other, but now we weren't close. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we just stayed friends. And then we found out we lived like down the street from each other and stuff. Yeah. And then. Yeah,
the rest is history, guys.
I actually thought she was gonna tell you guys how I was rude to her, but we're not gonna
get to that.
But we're not gonna get into that actually. But yeah, we've been friends for a long time, and so now our lives look a little bit different. But before we get to that, we get to the real question that everybody wants to know. I did mention that season 2 was going to be a little different as far as for like how I wanted to kind of maneuver around this episode or like the next few podcasts. So to kind of break the ice and get started, I have here a little box. So I want you to pick out whichever random question is in here. And then you're just going to read it out loud. And then you answer it.
All right. The pressure.
Should I? Hold on. I have to like ASMR. Type the lives.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay, go.
Whichever, right? Mm-hmm. What's your greatest fear and how do you manage it? Wow.
I hated that. Almost sarcastic.
Whoa. Greatest fear. That's a tough question because, I have little fears, but like greatest fear? Dang. Give me a moment.
You can think.
Probably right now, or it'll be like failing at life. And what I mean by that is like I feel like right now I have like all the opportunities, I'm young. I have the support from everyone, everyone I need. So, not that I'm doing bad in life, but I feel like I could do a little bit more. Um, and yeah, just letting people down by down, like my parents, and not in a negative way, but you kind of know what I mean. How do I manage it? I think I take it like a day at a time. I do what I can. Again, it's hard to really try to put like we wake up and we want to accomplish, like we have a to-do list and we fill it out, and as much as you want to fill out or complete all the tasks you do, but we live in real life situations where something happens, something comes in the way, and you're not able to do that. So just learning and accepting that everything happens for a reason is kind of how I manage it.
That's a good answer, actually. I think. Do you think it's something like when you say like your biggest fear, like at the moment, is something that you're like to fail? Do you mean like something specific? Like, is it like career wise, or is it just like in general, like success as a whole, or what do you?
I think just success as a whole. I guess this kind of it doesn't lead to like personal life, but I think right now, and this might be like getting off topic, but me and my brother, so my dad, it'll start with I guess like family business. Um, my dad has started the store. He started the store like from the ground, from the what do you call it, bottom up, or
Mm-hmm.
I'll start it from the bottom now we're here type. So I feel like he's older, and I feel like my dad is in a situation where I think he wants to like live life a little bit more and kind of hand it down to us.
Yeah.
So he's done a phenomenal job, him and my mom. And I think me and my brother, and you know how, technology changes and all of that. As much as my parents want, I just don't think they're able to keep up, and nor do they want to. So, me and my brother have the opportunity to make this grow because, again, we are like based like a Western store thing. So, boots, apparel. We have we have access to make it big. Well, we have access to like the trending models, get all the products we want. Um, but so I'm kind of all over the place,
No, you're fine. You're doing good, actually.
but yeah, it's up to us to do that, take that step, and I think we're gonna do it. We're able to. We're optimistic. We're hardworking. So will it happen? Yes. It's just sometimes things take a little bit longer, and you have to realize that that's okay. And everyone works at a different pace, and your time is God's time. So yeah.
Yeah, that's I feel like, do you think, you can say no, but like do you think it's also, do you struggle with it being something like that you might not want to do? Because like I know you have your own career that you want to do, so like do you go back and forth of like, yeah, I want to do this for my parents, but also it's like I don't want to make this my life because I have different type of
Yeah, and
goals.
it's kind of like where people right now, they'll ask me like, "Hey, what are you studying?" I tell them, "Oh, and well, since I'm kind of about to finish school, it's like, what do you plan to do after school?" And it's kind of the I don't want to say like I don't know, I don't want to work, like, because again, I'm going to school to have a career. And it is something I do want to use, but I feel like I'm able to kind of do both.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I feel like I can kind of relate to that, but I don't know, maybe things would have been different if like my parents would have stayed together. But with my dad, like he started a business so freaking young, like he was 22 years old, which think I've said it before, but I already feel the pressure at that because I'm like, dang, I'm over here 26 and like, where's my business? No, but it's still like, oh my gosh, like you just feel like the pressure of being something or like in a way surpass it because that's the whole point of like them bringing you to have a better life, right?
Yeah.
But like my dad has told us before about like kind of pursuing his like business and like learning about it because they always bring up the whole thing of like I'm not going to be here long and this and that, and like it saddens me because I know like my dad's still working with his business and it's kind of like, dang, he's been doing this since he was 22, so like he also deserves to live life. But then it's also the battle of like, it's not my dream. Like I would love to help 100%, and if I need to I will, but it's also like if you do it, then it's also like taking away from what you want to accomplish, if that makes sense. But then you feel guilty because you're not helping them.
Yeah, no, totally. Again, I kind of, I don't, I always tell, me and my brother always talk about this, but another fun fact about me, I was born in Chicago.
Oh, me too.
So, and I moved here when I was pretty, what, 3 years old? So pretty little. So I was basically born over there, raised here, but hey, Chi-town all the way. But But ever since my parents came to Texas, in Chicago, my dad worked a regular 9 to 5 job. He worked in I think it was like a factory.
Oh my
Something.
gosh, are we living the same
Really?
life? I feel like, but if Chicago, I think like that's really what it's based on, factories.
No.
Yeah.
And once he came over here, I think he tried looking for a job and he couldn't, like, nobody would hire him. And I remember it was both my parents. So they just, from there, I remember they would go to Harwin, if you know, you know. Because I guess they had like savings, but maybe they were like running out. Again, me and my brother, we were little. My parents never put that pressure on us, like, hey, we don't have food, we don't have anything. So that I never knew of that. I was always fed, I was always dressed, and that's just the type. Yeah, that's the type of that's the type of parents my parents were. So they went to Harwin, and that's when like the fake shoe sneakers were popping. They went, and with the little bit of money they had, they started selling that. And then they would sell that like on the street and in the market, like flea market. And yeah, and then from there, I don't know what happened next, but I don't know how my dad got involved in boots, because he does not wear boots.
The irony.
Yeah. But he started again with, he got like the hookup, or he got associated with someone, and he kind of learned a little bit about that. And yeah, from a pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs, that's just kind of how it started. And where was I going with this?
I think you're trying to explain how
okay.
it started.
So from, me being small, I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't in school yet, so I just followed my parents everywhere. My brother was in school, so he would, head out. But yeah, so for my, again, they would sell boots also, like at the flea market and stuff. And for those who don't know, the flea market is, the busiest days are like Saturday and Sunday. Now, that's when most people have their days off. But for us, that was like probably our busiest days. And till this day, I think with the store and everything, most people work a Monday to Friday, a 9 to 5. And for me, that's kind of like the opposite. Yeah. And I grew up with like, hey, if you can hang out, when can you? And most people are like, oh, Saturday and
Yes,
Sunday.
Sunday.
And for me, it's like, oh, okay,
I won't be seeing you.
I can do probably Monday to Friday, but yeah, it's just, and again, having your own business and it being like so like the familia, it's, I don't want to say it's like prison because it's not. If you love what you do, it's nice, but you're just, you don't have the ability. I guess it depends on everyone, but to close it down one day just because we're going to have a, a
Party or
party
whatever.
and
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah, it's, I kind of forgot where I was
I
going.
think it's, well, I don't know if you were trying to say this, but I think it's because it's like the type of business. Also, it like kind of depends on the type of business and the amount of like
Mhm.
help that you receive from, because I know the store has been doing good like as a whole,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's also like I think the type of help that is being received. So like if the store can run itself, then it's kind of like okay, I'm able to like sit down or and
No,
like
and
relax. But I think it's
running a store is actually so, like, you cannot do it on your own as much as you want. And if you wanted to like succeed, it's a lot. Whether it starts with like you being there, having employees, um, attending customers, inventory, marketing, social media, cleaning it up. It's so much, and
yeah,
we're four. It's me, my brother, my mom, and dad, and we even think sometimes it's like
a
we,
lot.
yeah, it's a lot. Um,
I feel like the
so
thing is, it's also like it's so hard to also trust people with your business because not everybody's gonna care the
yeah,
same that
yeah.
you are. And like especially because it's such a family business, it's kind of like you can hire people, but then like they don't owe you any loyalty or they don't owe you
Mm-hmm.
anything really. So it's kind of like hard to say like, oh, we'll just close it, leave it to
Yeah.
them to have it that day and expect it to be
And
like,
we
you
kind
know.
of had that happen. They've screwed us over, which is kind of again hard to trust people nowadays,
Mhm.
especially with how the world is now. But yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, and it's a privilege we get to do this, but it's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work.
I I even forgot. It's so crazy who went on. I took that's the question, but no, I agree. I think I could relate a lot too because I think of my dad when it comes to that. Even my mom when she opened up the restaurant in Chicago, I know that there was like a lot of difficulties with that, and also one of it being just the fact that she's not over there, so she's not living there, so it's also like she had to go stay a couple months and then she would come back, but like my uncles there, they didn't get to do that because they live
Yeah.
there, so it was like someone was watching it, watching the restaurant, but it's still like it was a lot. And then like I know my sister and my brother at that time they were in college over there, so my sister literally, or I think it was my brother, I don't know, but my sister lived far. She like lived literally, I think it was downtown, and then had to get on the train at 4 in the morning
Yeah.
and then ride all the way to Franklin Street just to help for the restaurant. So it's like it was a lot of pressure. So I can only imagine having it for since you guys were little. Because ever
Mhm.
since I've known you, you've always been at the
Yeah.
store. Like
Mhm.
whether you were in front or you were just helping in something else. So and that's a long time because like I said, I've known her since like 5th grade. So she's already like 42. So no, I'm just kidding. But
Honestly, I feel like it.
I know, girl.
But going back to what you said about like, I honestly feel like I can do both. With like, my dad's always like, "Oh, you can put like your own consultorio y que no sé qué," and
Oh
all
my
like
god, I feel
that.
like every Hispanic
And
parent
I'm
says
like,
that.
"Yes, Martin," but no, but I do like our family business. I do like it, and but I also like what I'm going to school for, which
Yeah.
I'm doing kinesiology and I'm minoring in nutrition. So, the best of both worlds. I feel like, you know, I could coach, which
Yeah.
is again not like the biggest job, but it's something I enjoy doing, and then from there, you can obviously get practice, and then if I want to do my masters, I know I have the support and I can obviously do it. But yeah, I told you once I wanted to do like solid core coaching,
Yeah.
remember?
Mm-hmm. I think you'd be good at that too.
So yeah, that's why I'm practicing like public speaking. But no,
She's using me.
nah.
No.
But yeah, I mean, what I think it's possible, and then coaching 2, 3, 4 classes,
Yeah.
and then having the rest of the day, to live life. Well, help my
Well,
parents,
the good
help the
thing about
family.
like solid core and things like that, I feel like solid core, you don't have to be full time. Like, you don't have to fully be there.
Yeah.
You will go in when you have to teach certain
Or it's just not
classes.
solid core, like something else in general.
It's
But
like Pure Bar. Have you done? I need to take you. Okay, we
no,
need to swap. I need to
but
take.
I've heard,
Oh my gosh, it's death.
yeah, and it looks so easy. That's
Pure Bar, what the heck, bro? Like, no, it's bad. I took Kenny to one of the classes. He was dying, but
I still need to take you to
I
solid
know we
core.
need to switch one day. But Pure Bar is so hard, and the worst part about Pure Bar is that you see like people of all ages. So solid core is more like you see young people,
Nah,
right?
nah,
Like,
nah. I'm old. I'm 42.
girl, no, like you see like young people, or like at least what they portray, like let's say on
Yeah.
social media, right? Pure Bar, it's like mid 40s, like older women, right? Girl, tell me why I'm over there like trying to do a push up. I'm like sweating, dripping, my freaking shoulders are shaking. There's like an old lady next to me, 50. She's like, "You got it. Come on. Why are you talking through this workout?" And it's the fact that I'm like, "Oh my God." And like, it'll be 5 in the morning, full on splits that they can do. They're like
Whoa.
stretching. I'm like, okay, there's no way. Like, I want to be you when I'm 50. So I think that's the thing. But what was I saying that? Oh, I was saying it because I know that the girls that work there, they all have like different jobs, but then they just
Yeah.
go for like teaching. So I know that's definitely doable, and especially if it's something you enjoy, then it's like you don't have to. You'll enjoy going
Yeah,
even
for
if it's
sure.
needed. You know what I mean? But I did want to touch down on our big question.
La la
Um,
la.
why we're no longer friends.
Friends. Wow.
Everybody put, what is it called?
Everybody,
Insert sad tears here.
why do you still hang out with Lally? Are you guys still friends? I don't see y'all
Do
together
y'all follow each
anymore.
other on social
Social
media?
media.
They don't even say
What's
that.
the tea? Let us
I
know.
didn't even see you like her post. Did you comment on
I
it?
didn't see you in her workout
I've been feeling
routines.
like there's weird
You're
vibes
not in
there.
Pure Bar. She's
She
not
goes she
at.
goes to solid core. Why don't you guys, are those our two frenemies?
You talk to her mom, but you don't talk to
You
her.
don't even say hello to her teeny. Yeah, I don't know that, but
Yeah,
that's an
yeah, I
inside
don't know
joke.
about
Yeah,
Teeny.
it's okay. I don't even know about teeny. Um, dang. You want to
Dang.
start? Why we're not friends no more?
Why we're not friends no more? Because you left me. You left. You guys, to get here, I got lost.
It's not that bad.
Nah, it's not bad. Honestly, the 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's
Not
not bad.
bad.
Oh,
Go-
go ahead.
guys, we just have lives.
Yeah,
And
there's no tea.
life gets crazy, but we're still friends. I feel like me and Lally have that friendship where we can go and not talk for months, and we'll get a
Years.
text years. Hey, what you doing? Nothing. What are you up to?
Yeah.
But like there's no
And then we
bad.
wouldn't even finish that conversation. Like, then it'll go another 2 years, and then we'll follow up on that conversation. But
Did you text her back? Oh no, I kind of forgot.
yeah, we'll schedule dates to hang out.
Yeah.
We won't hang out.
This was like the third attempt.
Yes, it really was.
La tercera es la vencida.
But there's no like tea on that. I do like, we're joking about like, we're joking and not joking, because we do get questions like from mutuals that have like asked us if we're like friends, if we're still friends, because like we were best friends, and it's not saying like we're not best friends anymore, but it's also like we're not as close as we used to be, but it doesn't mean we hate each other, if that makes sense. Like, exactly like what Perla said, like we just have different like lives at the moment. And the good thing is that we still find room to like check up on one another. Or if someone's doing something, like if she starts something new, like we won't hesitate to like congratulate one another. It was never been like a bitter taste in our mouths when it comes to stuff like that. I think it's just that we're both very busy, and then also like how she mentioned with the store, like
Our schedules
schedules
don't match.
at all. Like at all. It's rare. Like if I'm off one day out of the week, it works, but then also like sometimes I'm tired. And I think that's like also like a conversation that I didn't want to talk about today, because I feel like with friendships, a lot of people feel like they're obligated to like I think we can attest that for both, we're not needy friends.
Oh
Like
yeah, no.
we don't need that attention as far as for like, I don't think we get
We're very
mad
similar and very
different.
different,
Yeah.
but like again, no, I everything you do, I'm always proud of you. With that being said, yeah, we're not needy. Like we have a good connection
Yeah.
regardless of how long how much we talk, how long it takes for us to,
Hmm.
if she doesn't text me back, guys, I don't get hurt. If I don't
Yeah.
text her back,
I get hurt a little bit more.
she
No,
does
it's not
not
about
get.
text. I think I sometimes it's like it is upsetting because we want, like, if we haven't seen each other in a long time, then it's always obviously like you want to hang out with your friend or whatever. But it's just like that. I think that's why our friendship works, because we don't
Yeah,
ever get like, you said you were gonna see me today and you suddenly changed
yeah,
plans. Like
no.
it's been like, okay, cool. I feel like it's only if something is like really important, and then, but I think we always do a good job at telling each other if we're not gonna make it or
Yeah, no.
whatever the case may be. But we don't we don't require like a lot of attention. Also, Perla's very much like that. Like I think that's something that we're similar and different in. Like Perla has always been, she's also very, very independent. So I think she's also like, how would I say it? Perla is not at all affectionate.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'm like,
Ronaldo
if
can confirm that.
if you've met me, I think like I am not affectionate to people. I actually hate affection, like towards people. Like I don't like hugs and stuff like that. I don't even think we've ever hugged.
I think I hugged you last time we went to go eat spaghetti, and it was really
It
weird
was
because you
awkward,
were
right?
like, I
And then
gave you
she's like this big. So it was like, why are you grabbing my hip right now? No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
to be
Well,
honest,
it was like, it was just not like, it's just not us. I'm not even gonna
Mhm.
say like it was not the vibe.
We're not clingy
We're
guys.
not. But I can say like if there was one clingy friend, like it's me. Like it's like, because that's like the percentage of what, and if you know the percentage, like the percentage is like this big. It's not
You can barely
crazy.
see it.
Yes. So I think it's like, emotional wise, I'm more emotional than Perla. I don't even think I've ever seen this girl cry, but
Yeah, I'm a cry.
have you
I could
cried?
cry right now, to be honest. Just
Well,
remind me of something.
no.
No.
But I don't think like I've ever had that. What was I saying? Basically, there's nothing crazy that happened in our friendship. I think we've had ups and downs like any other friendship, where we probably get annoyed of each other over like simple stuff or just even big stuff, but it's a friendship, of course. But I think that we are very like silent friends. Like if it's something needs to be said out loud, then we say it out loud. If we need to say something personal, we meet up and talk about it. And if Go
And
ahead.
I think we can both accept, like, if you do something and I don't agree with it,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'll tell you and you'll be like, okay, that's fine. Like, no bad, no, and vice versa.
Yes, no bad vibes there.
Like if I tell her, does my outfit look good? And she says no, I trust her and I take no, like,
Yeah,
it just doesn't match. It doesn't look good. Hey,
and I think,
I prefer you telling me that than
yeah,
letting me go out.
and
Like,
I think like one thing that's so funny about us, so we're both in relationships, right? And both of our significant others always tell, like they both come from friend that they have a lot of friends, right? And we don't.
yeah, we
Have
don't.
you gained any friends?
No,
Okay, same.
no, no.
So we're on the same page, right? So we don't really go out as far as for like meet up with a lot of friends, or like we're like very much homebodies, right?
Very much.
I'm not saying that our significant others go crazy and go party, but they just have a friend group, right? So
You know, my friends are his friends.
no, well, no, she's
No?
my friend. But I think for us, and I know I'm talking about her too, because like it's come when we meet up, she's always like, oh, Ronaldo's so happy I'm here because, you're my only friend and stuff.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, Kenny does the same thing. Like, he's happy when I go out with friends. It's not saying like, I don't want to see you anymore or anything like that. It's just more like, oh, you're enjoying your time with your friend or whatever. But what I was going to say is the fact that I think that's why we also don't have a lot of friends, because it's so rare to also have friendships that are like as honest and like, how do I explain? Because we've talked about it before. Last time when we went to Piata, we were talking about how like the reason why we think we don't like mingle, like make a lot of friends sometimes, is because the friends that we've met, they ask for too much of our
Yeah.
time sometimes, and we are very like to ourselves, and like we would like to get things done a certain matter or like a certain way, and like it just doesn't fit our, what is it called, like our, I don't want to say schedule,
Our
like
friendship.
our requirements.
Permits.
No, it just doesn't like. I think it's okay to
And
say like
yeah, because then
it just doesn't work.
it doesn't work, or like they think they're putting more effort into the friendship than you are, but you're just not like
You're just not like
you're
that.
just
Yeah.
not like that. And I think sometimes that's why friendships just don't work out, and you have to realize that that's okay.
Yeah.
I was meant to not have friends.
No, yeah, and I feel like a lot of people, and also another thing is like I feel like me and you are very much okay with being alone.
I am. I love
Like,
alone time.
yeah, we don't require like, oh my gosh, this is actually a good example. So in high school, my mom would pick both of us up, right? So in high school, everybody thought we were like sisters, they thought we were like twins. I don't know. Also, let
Guys,
us know
I
if we
moved
look
high
alike.
schools for her.
No, oh yeah, she did. Oh my god, you're real. She
I
did. She
am.
sure did. But so when she moved, because again, we don't have no friends. So she moved because I was her friend.
Yeah, I was struggling
But
out
she
there
was
in
also
Davis.
But okay. So then my mom would pick us up from school or whatever, right? So she would wait at my house like till like her mom picked her up, right? Um there were some days that we could, I don't even know, we weren't annoyed at each other, we were just annoyed at school, right? We could literally sit in the couch, not talk. We would just like be on our phone
Or
scrolling.
I would even nap, or you
Yeah,
would
we'd
nap.
laying down. And then like even our hangout days, I don't know if you remember, but our hangout days, like we would make fried Oreos, right? We'd make fried
Yeah.
Oreos, and then we'd finish eating, and then we'd literally go to my room, would be in the bed, just laying down, would
And then,
talk
like,
a little bit, laugh, and then back. Like,
10 minutes later, see you.
see you later. See you tomorrow, like at school or whatever. But our friendship, and like it was fun for us. Like it didn't require to us to go anywhere because we didn't like want to. We were like,
Yeah.
we're like homebodies, but it's just like the type of friendship that we have. It's not anything like, I guess it's like
We're just not party people.
we're not.
So if I could be asleep by 9 p.m. every day, that's my dream.
Same.
I
Actually,
love to sleep. I value sleep. It's the best thing, honestly.
that's the best thing.
But no, I'll be looking, and again, nothing wrong with you being like out and about at like 1 or 2 in the morning. But I look at people like that, and I'm like, sometimes I wish I would like that, because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, again, my mom will be like, "Hey, do something, or like go out,
What do you do
or
at the house?
let me watch a show." And
I know. I always tell my mom the same thing because
but
like,
I just feel like we're like that. Remember that
yeah.
one time we accidentally got involved in a club? Remember
When did we get involved in the
that
club?
Ronaldo went, you went, and then
When Kenny was there?
no, Kenny wasn't there.
When we went to the
You-
one downtown?
Yeah, and
What club?
it was like, was it? It was. Yeah, it was.
Was it me?
Yes, you were there.
We got involved in a club.
Ronnie went. You went. I don't know who else went.
Oh my god! Remind me, what year? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
And then what happened?
And you guys, I was trying. Okay, I'm not a club person at all. But if I'm not, this girl is worse. Probably.
Yes.
You were there sitting down, and I think you had a headache, so that made it even worse. You were like, "What time are we
I was
leaving?"
trying to remember. Oh.
I think you do remember. And then they asked you if you wanted something to drink.
Oh, and I was so annoyed.
Yeah, you were so annoyed, but I didn't want to get her drunk or anything. I just wanted her to like
Ease up.
Turn that frown upside down.
I do not like places like that. I hate people. I say this all the time. I don't think people believe me. I don't like clubs. I don't like anything like that. And then I don't drink. So it's like they were just pissing me off.
Yeah, and then you were just, and I think that's when we kind of left because like, you know what, let's get out.
Let's get out of here. I'm trying to remember. I don't know why. I think the only time I remember is when Kenny came back from Minnesota and we went to the escape room, and then after the escape room we went and we were sitting down on the little bench. It was like an upstairs.
Was Kenny there?
Yes, he was.
Then that was the.
Yes, that's the only time I remember going to club. I don't remember.
But was Kenny vibing?
Were you vibing? Yes, he was vibing. He was dancing.
He was more than
he was
you.
Dancing with, those people he was vibing with were all his friends. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we got involved because of you. He was like, yeah, I got my friends down there. Y'all want to go there?
He was over there dancing. I was over there like with a headache. You know, no, yes, I remember now.
Yeah, because Randy was like, I'm down, and
yes, and I was like,
and Lally was like, no.
I was like, what is this? I remember. We didn't just go to the club.
We were down in
escape room. Yeah, we were.
Oh.
Yes, but no, we went to the
we went to the
escape room first, and then we went to escape room, and then after that, I think it was somebody's birthday.
Yeah, one of his friends.
Mango.
Oh, Mango.
I didn't want to go.
No, so yeah, nobody. So we actually had this conversation the other day because he didn't want to go either because Kenny's not a club person, even though he was dancing that day. But he's not a club person. But I was freaking dumb because I was like thinking, he's about to leave. He should go hang out with his friends, and that's what they want to do. In my head, I'm thinking like friendship. You know, people like to be together and stuff. Since me and Kenny had just started dating, I didn't know he was like, I can see these boys any other day. So I'm over here trying to be like a good girlfriend, like, no, we can go, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know it was that type of club, first of all. And then second of all, I think it was also the fact that I was not gonna have a good time there.
But you had a headache too, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a migraine.
Yeah, you had a migraine.
Because we also did not get out of that escape room. So we lost, went to a club. It was a bad night. But why were we bringing that up? Oh, when we tried, like if we tried going somewhere, it's just not the vibe. The times that we've had fun, I can honestly say is like, it's been at chill places, like
bowling,
home, sushi.
Or like bowling is like our extent, you know?
That's already a lot for us. But yeah, most of the time we meet up is like dinners and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And we enjoy that.
A good food. We enjoy some good food.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no.
Or working out, honestly.
Oh yeah, we would go work. But even then, that's a perfect example. I'm glad you said that too. Even when we work out, we're not the type of people that we work out next to each other.
Oh my god, guys!
It's like we stretch together.
Out so crazy.
I know.
I know you talked about it in your like first podcast, but you guys, we were like the 4 a.m. crackheads that would pop pre-workout. Oh my
god. I did it like 2 days ago. I was like, I used to do this every day. It's crazy.
I don't know what we were thinking. And do you still use Snapchat?
No.
Okay, me either. But I got on it. I logged in. I don't know for what last time. And it came on memories. And we have some. Well, I have some. And we were at Brainiac.
Oh, and then you were.
Yeah.
I have the one when we were at a fitness connection and like. We had the scoop and we were like, cheers. What was wrong with this? And you know what the time was? Guess.
Oh, man. At Fitness Connection? Mm-hmm. It's probably like 5:04.
Yeah, no, it was 5:02. Like, we were at that door knocking, probably.
Open it.
You're late.
Let me
5:02. And it's the fact that we had already taken pre-workout. And you know what I was thinking in my head? I was like, we always took pre-workout after we finished stretching. So I was like, damn, that means we stretched at 5. It started opening our backpack at 5:01, and then we
rack up the weights.
Oh my gosh. But do you ever feel, actually, I'm glad you said that. Do you ever feel like weird that like you're not in that like mindset anymore? Like, do you feel bad or do you feel better? Like at 5 a.m., but like as hard as we went to work out. If that made sense. Like, you know how like we were like
I used to
crackheads?
feel, oh, well, I think we both kind of got the ick at like being at the gym around the same time. I
Mm-hmm.
think I got it first, maybe.
Yeah, you did start
Um,
going a little before me.
but
No, did it? Was it? Oh yeah, you did. But you started because you started going to
but
solid core
yeah, but
like
that's
classes.
because I also started. I went back to school.
Oh,
So I remember I would go to the gym and I just didn't feel that connection. Like I would get there and I would want to like get out.
of the gym.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of the gym. It wasn't my happy place anymore. It felt more like a chore than to actually enjoy
Like
it.
activity.
And you would think like discipline and all like that, but maturing is realizing that it's okay to not enjoy what you used to do. And once I got back to school, again, because we wouldn't spend an hour at the gym, we would be there for 2 hours.
Like on Saturdays, the day Saturdays that we would go together or something. To give
Yeah.
an example, I literally have it on my Apple Watch. Like it was like 1,000 calories burned. Okay, also I'm not promoting this for like be healthy because I don't even know y'all. But it was literally like I would go right as they open like 7 a.m. and then I would leave at like 10.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
I almost threw up actually saying that.
and well, going back to school, I know like U of H has like a gym and stuff, but honestly, I've never stepped foot in it. Right now, I can't even because I lost my ID. But anyways,
If you find it, you'll be.
no, someone found it.
Oh, they turned it in?
Yeah, someone saw my chipmunk ID. But yeah, I didn't have the time to spend 2 hours at the gym anymore. Um, and again, like studying, I am a full time student, so like studying.
Mm-hmm.
Again, helping at the store, cooking. Because again, if my mom cooks, I don't cook, but I'll be at the store or vice versa. So yeah, I felt really bad because I was like, I don't want to stop moving my body, but I need to find a way to move it. And with that, I found solidcore, and now solidcore, and I think we both kind of grew in this aspect. We would not try workout classes if we weren't together.
Yes.
I'll go if you go, that type.
Yes. Or if not, like we just wouldn't do it.
And I remember I
period.
came across solidcore. I think it was probably on TikTok actually. And I was like, what is that? Because I had heard of Pilates, but I don't know why solidcore just caught my attention. And I booked a 5 a.m. class. And it was my first time. And I was like, what am I thinking?
Booking a 5 a.m. class as a beginner is crazy work.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, let's try it out. And I remember I got the like sweetest, most hype instructor. His name is Ladarius. You probably never watched this, but his playlist was just vibing. He was great at like as a beginner. You kind of want to know like, hey, how does this machine work? Because hey, I've never been introduced to this. He was so nice. He was like hyping me up on my first day, which is something you kind of want to hear if you're like a beginner and you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I went and I was like, okay. He's like, you're gonna be sore like the next day, guys. I was sore for the whole week. Solid core. We start with core. It's core based. When we would work out together, you would train core. I would never. I would do it if you would drag me. You're like, come on, let's do like a 5-minute circuit. So for
She
me,
said 5 minutes.
so this for me, like I was like, dang, I worked out muscles I never knew I had. But
especially because the core is everything.
Yeah, your core is your base, guys. Train your core. Don't neglect it. So yeah, and I remember I went and then because I got like their 2-week unlimited, which is you pay like a certain fee and then you can take as many classes. And then I saw that people were like, don't do it back to back and yeah, I was so sore. So I think I went Monday and then I booked a Wednesday and a Friday. So, a day in between. The second instructor I had, I think his name was Miguel. He was good. just, yeah, he was good. Nothing like,
To
well,
complain
he's
about.
Latino, so representación, amigo. And then I got another coach. Now her, I think it was my fault because I didn't tell her like, hey, it's my third class. So I think she
Teach me.
expected me to kind of know. So she was like always like modifying me, which again, that's what a coach is for, to like help you, because form is very important. But I just felt like so pressured, and I didn't like it. I think after the third day I was like, you know what, I'm never going back.
But it's good that it wasn't your first time, because
No,
if not, you'd have probably not gone back.
yeah, but and I didn't tell her. They always tell you like, hey, if it's like if you're less than 5 classes, like let us know, because the spring change and everything. It's hard to move when it's like you have super quick transitions. So I was like, I'm never going back. I didn't like it, and here we are, like 150 classes later. So yeah, where I was going with this is I kind of learn to love something new, which I always thought I would stick with weights and like weight training. And I also stopped caring what like the physical aspect of working out. Not that it was ever about that, but you do get like encouraged or motivated when you see things like,
Yes.
oh, I'm getting skinnier, my legs are growing.
Like within
Uh,
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you always want to do like more, more, more. Like, oh, let me squat more, let me hip thrust more. And now it's just, I don't know, maybe because I'm old, which I'm not old, but I just, having the privilege to move your body is so good. So
Yeah.
never take that for granted, because and it's not about what you look like, it's about how you feel like. Whether you think walking doesn't have any benefits, I guarantee you will feel better after a 1 mile walk than not walking at all. And it just has so many benefits. So,
And it's crazy you say that, because I don't know if you listened to my last pod episode, but it's like what I was kind of saying with like enjoying life and like finding like gratitude in the smallest stuff. Like sometimes we get so stuck on like and I was just actually having this conversation with Kenny too. Like sometimes what I feel like plays a role in my mind is the fact that I'm thinking about how I think about those times, like how we used to be literal crackheads at the gym, and I was like, oh my god, but like I'm hurting myself because I'm like, oh, it just, I don't know. I just haven't been feeling like motivated. I haven't been in that position where I kind of want to go back, or like whenever I go to the gym, I just don't find the motivation anymore. And so I was telling him, I'm like, that at first my goal was like to kind of get back to my old self.
mhm.
And I was thinking, and I was telling him, I was like, but you know what? Like, let me change my mindset, because it's not about getting back to your old self. It's about creating a better version of yourself. And
Yeah.
I think it's okay to be like, I'm not gonna like I at that point, well, we were like 21 or 20, right? I like at that point, like, yeah, we live, laugh, love the gym. But it's like now we're at the point like we still like fitness. So it's not even like it's like
Mhm.
we just neglected fitness as a whole. It's like we still like fitness. We just don't like that side of it anymore. And that's okay. Take the wins as you can. It's not necessarily saying that like, oh, now I suck, or
Yeah,
I'm like
no.
less of a
And I think that's
person or something.
maturing.
I do think so too.
I what was I gonna say?
I don't think I don't think we realize that like when you get older, there's a lot of more responsibilities that come with it, like just growing
and
up.
and we just, at the end of the day, again, not that age matters, but we get older,
Yeah,
like
you get
you
tired
get
and
tired. And
your body changes, especially
yeah, and I
women.
always see like these like influencers, like, oh, wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym. But again, you have to realize that their life is not your life. They get to sleep at 8 9 p.m. I can't do that. We
Yeah.
close the store at 9. By the time we get home, it's 10.
But
Let's say I
also,
have an assignment due,
yeah, school.
and then I want to wake up at 5 a.m. Yes, I can do it one day, 2 days. But I'm telling you out of experience, like or if you follow me on Instagram and I post like my 5 a.m., Yes, I do it, but after I can do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but Thursday and Friday, it's just a lot on the body and you have to listen to your body.
Yeah.
Um
And it's also like funny because you I was just gonna say, the whole TikTok thing, like sometimes we glorify other people's lives, but like a really good point is like when the whole TikTok ban was about to happen, for
yeah.
example, a lot of people were doing their little confessions, right? And I was like, that's wild. Like a lot of these people, influencers, were talking about, um, I never really worked out. Like I would just wake up to record like that I went, and
Yeah.
I never. So it's like it's kind of like also a wake up call. Like
Not
not every, but
everything.
nothing's real. Not everything you
Yeah.
see online is real. And like while you want an aesthetic lifestyle, maybe like also like this is a little off topic, but like with the social media thing too, like they have glorified these aesthetic like kitchens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's okay if your kitchen does not look like
Guys,
that.
I
Do
live in
your
an old
videos like
in an
yeah.
old yellow kitchen. Okay.
No, it's true. It is like I rather just like I think we forget that's like you have your own place or you have a roof on top of your head. You know, it's like that's a blessing. That's something that a lot of people don't have. So instead of focusing on like, oh, what do they have? You know, they have this better. You don't know their life situations. And just bringing it back to like the whole workout thing, it's the same thing. Like sometimes people don't want to post their meals or whatever it is because they don't think their kitchen is aesthetic enough, their living room to post a video, whatever. That's
Mhm.
real life. And I think I've started to appreciate the rawness more of things rather than like portraying something that I'm like, well, that's not my life. That's not real life. So how do I even relate to this? I don't. Is it motivational to an extent, certain things, but not everything. Like if I was to meet that person, then I hope and pray that they're a good person and like they do what they say they do. But like I feel like social media recently has been like a decline for me in the sense of like not everything you see is real.
You don't need to follow other people to be successful, to
Reach your
you
goals.
yeah,
Yeah.
just be yourself. Be yourself. Be happy for what you have. Be grateful. I always tell myself when I often catch myself like in like and not jealousy or anything,
Like
but
comparison?
yeah, comparison or like let's say, I failed a test and then that same day I was not supposed to eat fast food and I ate fast food and like I got in a car accident. Like it can be the worst day ever, but just always remember and it's something I tell myself like yes, I've had a bad day. Someone's had a better day, but someone's also had
Oh,
a way
worse.
worse day than me. So just don't complain, be grateful and yeah, and I know I always say this and I always tell myself like remember what you said cuz again, you kind of forget about it in the moment with
It's
feelings
easier
and
said than
stuff,
done, yeah.
but yeah, it's life is hard, man.
Yeah. But I think that's a good ending, I guess, like a point to end off our this episode. But before I close it out, so since I was doing the little like you pull out something, right? I am going to close it out by Perla writing a question that she's then gonna put in the jar, and then if you're next on this episode, then you could potentially get her question. But this is just also if you want to start writing, if you can think of one. This is also a reminder that I still have my form up on my social media. So if you guys want to be a part of this podcast and in one of the following episodes, please fill out the form and then I can consider you for the next episodes. But thank you so much, Perla, for being a part of this
Thank you for having
episode.
me. I appreciate
Oh.
it. It was nice to catch up,
Yes.
talk to someone, talk to people.
Yes. And I hope that you guys start taking solidcore so you can see your new future coach on
Guys,
there.
rodeo's coming, so another
Yes.
self-plug.
I'm gonna post her social media for her for the boot page and then probably some
It's
pictures
Perla
here.
Weston, wear my name literally. Hey,
There you go.
It doesn't get easier than that.
She posts some of them on her Instagram as well, so
Yeah,
you
no,
guys can plug on it.
I'll start posting more because I don't really post.
Yeah, there are a
that
lot of cute
side,
stuff.
But yeah, or if you ever want to model, or make a video for us, hit me up. It's not bad. we got great stuff, and you look good in it. So
Yeah, look at her, saleswoman. Or no. But okay. Thank you, Perla, so much for coming. And I hope that you guys have a great day, great week. And then make sure you wish Perla a happy birthday.
and who are you rooting for at the Super Bowl? Or
Who are
did
you rooting for?
Who did you root for the Super Bowl?
Who are you rooting for?
I think
Be careful what you're about to say.
I really wish your team went to the Super Bowl.
Aw, thanks. Are you joking?
No, I'm for real.
Oh.
I just well, anyways.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.
Give you our predictions.
Our predictions?
Score prediction.
Okay. What do you think the score is gonna be? I'm going for the Eagles.
I really hope the Eagles win.
Yeah?
I
Okay.
really hope the Eagles win,
So,
but
I think
it'll be up to the refs.
I want to say that's gonna be a long, what is it called? A long game, but it could go both ways. I feel like if it's a long game, I don't know if it's gonna be a long, what is it called?
Taylor Swift is gonna be there, guys.
I don't care about Taylor Swift. She does not have to be there. But okay, I'll say like I don't think the score is gonna be big, but I think it's gonna be like.
Oh, you go first, or do I go first?
No, you can go.
I'm gonna say.
Not how you can say let me go first.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
24 Chiefs. And I say it has to be like close, like 32 or something, like Eagles, like close. 24-32.
I was gonna say 31-27.
Okay. And then make sure you guys stay tuned for the halftime show because I'm going to be performing. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, she is.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Perla, thank you so much for being a part of this episode. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye. Guys.